Hello everyone, welcome to this MSSQL Server course for beginners. In this part, we are discussing about installation of SQL Server Management Express and SQL Server Management Studio. Links to download the two softwares are provided here. In order to run SQL Server Management Studio, or in order to create SQL Server databases as a beginner, you will need these two softwares or these two programs in your computer. All you need to do is simply search SQL Server Management Studio download on Google, and this link will appear here. In this link, you have to navigate to this particular section and click here, and you will see this file of 647 MB. Then the second link is to download Microsoft SQL Server 2019 Express. So I am downloading SQL Server Management Studio 19.2 and SQL Server Express 2019. Now after downloading them, I will simply open them, and first I will install this setup, that is SQL Server Management Studio setup. It is a file of 647 MB approximately. Here you will choose your location. So installation of this program will take some time, and once this installation is finished, we will install SQL Server 2009 SQL Server Express. So we will install this application. So we will pause the video for these installations to get finished. So now you can see the setup is completed. All specified components have been installed successfully for SQL Server Management Studio. After this, we have to install this SQL Server Express. So we will click this file. Again, this is a small file. Obviously, it is going to download some data. So here in SQL Server 2019 Express edition, we will select basic because as a beginner we will select with basic edition, and you can read all of this stuff here, terms and conditions and everything. And if you agree to it, click accept. Here is the location of Microsoft SQL Server. It is a 266 MB file. It will also take some time to first get downloaded and then to install. So I will again pause this video and resume once the download has been finished. So here you can see it is asking me to restart the computer. So I will restart and resume the installation. So now we have restarted our computer, and now we will install SQL 2019 Express once again. And let's start the process. Again, we will select the basic installation type, accept it. Again, select the location as per your choice. If you don't want to change anything, just leave the default settings and click install. This package will take some time to download the files. And now I am going to pause this video and I will resume once the download is finished. So now you can see that download and installation has been finished. So installation has completed successfully, and here you can see instance name SQL Express 01. So you have to remember this instance name, whatever is written here. It is written as SQL Express 01. So server is going to be localhost and / SQL Express 01. What you can do is you can copy this entire thing and you can make a note of it. So this is there. If you want to save other things like where the file is installed, media folder and everything, you can do that. But and I'm going to name as instance name, and I will save it in data sets just for now. You can save it somewhere where you can remember. And now after this, just install SSMS. But if you remember, we have already installed SQL Server Management Studio in the previous part. So all we are going to do is close this, yes, and then from here in your start menu, search for SQL Server Management Studio. Try to run it as administrator, and once you will run it as administrator, click yes. In SQL Server Management Studio, you have to do some settings. So here you can see whatever name I copied from there, which was SQL Express 01. This is the instance of the server. So we will write that. By default it was written as SQL Express, but I will write 01. And then with Windows authentication you can connect. And you can see the connection is successful. And now in this instance we can create databases. Remember, in a computer there can be different instances of SQL Server, SQL Server Express. So you have to remember the name, and now you can simply right click on databases and you can create a new database. So more about creating databases in SQL Server Management Studio and analyzing them in the next part.